It is Friday, July 4th, 2025. Time for another fireside chat with Dizzy, Fuzzy Little Puppy. I got one horse in the round pen, Licorice, and Misty is out in the field. And I am happy to say that I put out hay the other day and they didn't touch it. I might put some out tonight, uh, just to see what they do with it. And tonight I am finally doing something that I've been wanting to do for a while, which is why I'm out here doing this on a Friday. I am camping out. It's either been too cold or raining. I had thought about camping this past Sunday, and I was glad that I didn't because at 3:30 or so, I got woke up by thunder. So yeah, it would not have been a good day to camp. Tonight, however, is supposed to be gorgeous. I'm even going to do something a little different, and that's I'm going to be getting a shower. I got one of these battery-operated pumps. I put a couple of gallons in the sun earlier today, and I know that it would take a while for it to cool down. So as soon as I get done shooting this, I'm going to go get my shower, and then I'm just going to sit back and relax and enjoy my campfire. I've got steak with me to heat up and an ear of corn. I forgot to make a salad, but that'll do me. Plus, of course, I've got the making for s'mores. And like I said, we're camping out tonight. Say horses. Nothing new going on with them. I did have the vet out, got their second botulism shot. They need one more, but since there's no other horses that need anything at the same time, I'm just going to pick up the shots from the vet. I know where he lives, and I'm near there. When I go to my knit crochet group, I pass within, I think it's like a quarter mile to a half mile of his house, so I can just make arrangements ahead of time to pick up the shots, and I can just give them myself. And then I won't need him out again until I'm ready to move, which Lord willing will be this year. I just need health certs for the horses and of course for the chickens. Okay, chickens. I have gotten more of the pen done today. It took me a bit to figure out how to do some of the stuff. I would have liked to have put up some of the fence. I would have liked to have gotten it tighter. But if I were to try to tighten it up, since the fence posts are just sitting in the ground and the ground is pretty soft, if I were to really try to tighten it up, it would have just been pulling the fence post out. So, yeah, I didn't do that. Watching fireflies over here. Found out that there's at least 3 different fireflies in this area. I went to a talk on them, and there's one that actually doesn't light up at all. I've seen them before, and I never knew what it was. I didn't know if it was a female. The females didn't light up, and I looked, and no, they lit up. But I didn't find anything on what they call dark fireflies. And went to a family firefly festival, they called it, this past Saturday, and learned some about fireflies. And so we've got that. We've got the ones that I'll see flying around. They call it a jay flight. And then they have another one that basically just sits in the top of the trees. I don't know if we have them around or not. The ones that make the jay, they start coming out around twilight, and they're out for like about 45 minutes after, I think. I forget exactly off the top of my head. But then the ones that are sitting in the trees, they just stay in the trees, and they're out basically all night. So I don't know if we had them around here or not. If we did, it would probably be over in that trees over there. Let's see. But in any way, yeah, where were we? We were talking about the chickens, so I get distracted easily at times. Tomorrow I should have the majority of the chicken pen done. I brought out 12 pavers. I think I have enough pavers at home. If I take apart the thing that I was tried making for my splitter to roll on, and it doesn't work the greatest. It gets covered up with bark and pieces of wood and sawdust and whatnot. So I'm just going to take apart what I can of that and bring that out. That'll give me enough pavers to put in place. I should have hopefully everything done except for the house setting in place and the fence around it. So I will talk to the farm owner and maybe, just maybe, can get her to bring down the tractor on Sunday afternoon when I get here, and I can get the house in place. She can take hers. I can finish getting everything all set up, and then I can get the chickens out, which would be wonderful. Let's see. So that's where I am with the chickens. House, no news there. Garden, I do need to plant the last of my corn and the last of my beans. I was going to do it the other day, and it's like every time that I plan to do it, it rains. So good thing about the rain is my field looks absolutely and positively gorgeous. Yeah, I still have buttercups, but not like I did earlier. So, let me see, yard. Well, I did sort some through the pile of wood that I have from the deck. There were pieces of 2x4 that had been used for spindles for the railing, and I brought a bunch of them out to the farm with me, and of course I had to go through the pile to get them. And I have a outhouse out here. It's just sitting on the dirt, and of course every time it rains it meant that it was muddy in there. Well, I put some pieces of 2x4 down. I need to do a better job with that, but that means that I can now, if I need to use the bathroom, I'm not having to worry about losing my phone in the mud or having mud that I need to worry about getting all over my pants. Plus, it means that I can now get a shower in there tonight. Yeah, it'll be a little cramped, but I should be able to get it with no problem. That's about it where I am for tonight. I'm going to sit back. I'm going to get my shower, and I'm going to sit back and relax and get my dinner going. Maybe read a book. Got a book out with me in the morning. We get up, feed right away. I'm going to saddle up Misty in the morning. I've been going to do it this morning, but it got hot too early. And that's where I am, and I will talk at you later.